Let's be honest. Figuring out if a woman has been thinking about you sexually can feel like navigating uncharted territory. Especially with a colleague or acquaintance, the signals can be subtle. And if you're not paying attention, you might miss them entirely or worse. Misread them, it's a fine line to walk. But here's the good news. Her body language often gives her away. From the way she holds eye contact, to how she positions herself near you. There are clear signs if you know what to look for. These signals aren't random. They escalate, building in intensity and leaving clues as they stack up. Keep an eye out for sign 5. It's a major turning point, and one you'll definitely want to recognize. And don't miss sign 10, where her thoughts become undeniable. So where do you start? Let's kick things off with one of the easiest and most revealing cues. To notice how she adjusts her appearance when you're around. 1. She adjusts her appearance when you're around. If she's been thinking about you sexually, her grooming habits will often become more deliberate. When you're nearby, this isn't about a dramatic makeover. It's about the little things. She might fix her hair, smooth her blouse, adjust her jewelry, or even apply lip balm while in your presence. These gestures are subconscious ways of ensuring she looks her best. When you're around, let's say you walk into a meeting, and she immediately tucks her hair behind her ear, or smooths out her skirt. Or maybe she starts fidgeting with her necklace, while making eye contact with you. These actions, while subtle, are designed to draw your attention to her and highlight her best features. It's her way of saying, I want you to notice me. Even if she doesn't say it out loud. Combined with other signals, these cues are a powerful indicator that her thoughts are more intimate than professional. Once she's suddenly ensuring she looks her best for you, pay attention to her eyes. They might be telling an even more intimate story. 2. She holds eye contact longer than necessary. Eye contact is one of the clearest indicators of sexual thoughts. And when a woman has been thinking about you in that way, it's impossible for her eyes not to give her away. If she holds your gaze longer than necessary, especially during casual conversations, it's her way of connecting with you without saying a word. Her pupils might even dilate slightly. Biological response linked to attraction. This isn't just polite workplace eye contact. It's layered with intent. Maybe you catch her stealing glances during a meeting or looking at you across the room, only to quickly look away when she notices you noticing her. Then moments later, she looks back again. Pair that with a faint smile or an extra twinkle in her eyes, and you have a clear sign that her thoughts about you might not be so professional anymore. Her eyes may be giving you a glimpse into her thoughts, but her entire body could be syncing with yours. Let's talk about mirroring. 3. She mirrors your movements. Mirroring is one of the most reliable subconscious cues of attraction. And when she's been thinking about you sexually, this behavior becomes almost automatic. If you lean forward while talking, she leans in to cross your legs, and soon enough she's doing the same. Even subtle gestures like resting your hand on the table might be followed by her doing something similar. This isn't coincidence. It's her body's way of creating alignment and connection with yours. Think of it as her subconscious saying we're on the same page. The physical harmony she's creating is a reflection of the mental and emotional connection she's envisioning. If you notice this mirroring happening frequently, especially in one-on-one settings, it's a strong indicator that her attraction has taken a more intimate turn. Once your body starts aligning with yours, watch for even more deliberate sensual signals. Her lips might be doing the talking next. 4. She bites or parts her lips. A woman's lips can give away her thoughts, long before she says anything. When she's been thinking about you sexually, her mouth becomes an unintentional focal point of her body language. if she bites her lower lip gently, or lets her lips part slightly while making eye contact. It's a subconscious way of signaling attraction. This behavior draws your attention to her mouth, which is tied to intimacy and desire. Picture this: you're having a conversation, and she suddenly moistens her lips with a quick swipe of her tongue, or she lightly presses her lips together as she looks at you. These small, seemingly innocent actions can reveal a lot about where her mind is wandering. When paired with a playful smile or prolonged eye contact, it's an unmistakable clue that she's seeing you in a different light. If you notice her doing this often when you're around, it's not random. Her body is letting you in on her deeper thoughts. Her lips might draw you in, but if she's leaning closer to you during conversations, that's another major clue her thoughts are heating up. Her body leans toward you when she talks. Physical proximity is a major giveaway when it comes to attraction. If she's been thinking about you sexually, she'll instinctively lean closer during conversations, as if creating a private, intimate space between the two of you. This isn't just polite engagement. It's her body's way of signaling, "I want to be closer to you." Imagine you're sitting across from her in a casual chat. You notice her torso tilting slightly toward you, even when there's no real need for it. Or in a group setting, her body is angled directly toward you, while her feet and shoulders align with yours. These subtle shifts create an unspoken connection, as though she's prioritizing you above everyone else. Leaning in isn't just about hearing you better. It's about breaking down the physical distance and drawing you into her orbit. If this happens often, and seems more pronounced when she's around you compared to others, it's a clear signal that her thoughts have moved into a more intimate, sexual territory. Leaning in is one thing, but her hips might be sending an even stronger message. Let's break that down next. 6. She tilts her pelvis or sways her hips. The lower body is one of the most revealing areas when it comes to sexual attraction. If she tilts her pelvis forward while standing near you, it's a subtle signal of openness and desire. Similarly, if she walks past you with a more pronounced sway in her hips, it's her way of drawing attention to her curves. Whether she realizes it or not, think about it. You're in the office and she's standing nearby chatting casually. If she shifts her weight from one hip to the other, or angles her pelvis slightly toward you, it's her body's way of engaging with you physically. The same applies if she's walking away, but exaggerates the sway of her hips just enough to make you notice. These movements are subtle but deliberate, signaling that her thoughts about you might be far from professional. If her hips are drawing you in, her hands might be doing the same. Watch for how she touches vulnerable areas like her neck or collarbone. 7. She touches her neck or collarbone. The neck and collarbone are two of the most vulnerable and sensual areas of the body. When a woman lightly touches or strokes these areas during a conversation, it's a powerful body language cue that she's feeling drawn to you. This isn't just about nervous energy. It's a subconscious way of drawing your attention to these delicate spots. For example, she might trace her fingers along her collarbone while listening to you, or lightly brush her neck as she laughs. These actions signal vulnerability and openness, both of which are key indicators of attraction. If she tilts her head to one side and exposes more of her neck while doing this, it amplifies the effect combined with eye contact or leaning closer. These gestures are clear signs that her thoughts about you are moving into more intimate territory. And while she's drawing attention to those sensitive spots, don't miss how she plays with her jewelry. It's more revealing than you might think. 8. She plays with her jewelry. Jewelry isn't just an accessory. It's a tool she might use, often without realizing it, to communicate her attraction. If she's been thinking about you sexually, she might fiddle with her necklace, twist a ring on her finger, or slide a bracelet back and forth on her wrist while talking to you. These movements aren't just idle. They're a way of focusing her nervous energy and suddenly drawing attention to her hands and wrists. Imagine this during a conversation. She starts toying with a pendant on her necklace, running it back and forth along the chain or playing with her earrings. These gestures are often paired with other signs, like leaning in or maintaining prolonged eye contact. The act of fidgeting with jewelry serves as both a distraction for her and a way to communicate, "I'm aware of you." This happens frequently in your presence. It's a good. Bad that her thoughts about you have taken a more intimate turn. Her jewelry might be the focus now, but her entire posture can reveal how open she feels toward you. Let's unpack what that looks like. And her posture opens up toward you. Posture is one of the clearest body language signals, and when a woman is thinking about you sexually, her body will naturally open up in your direction, if she stands or sits with her shoulders back, her chest slightly forward and her torso angled toward you. It's a deliberate way of signaling interest. Open posture is inviting. It shows she's not just comfortable around you, but actively engaged and drawn to you. Take note of how she positions herself during conversations. If she uncrosses her arms, angles her legs toward you, or leans slightly forward while maintaining eye contact, her body is signaling availability. Another tell is how much she avoids barriers. For instance, if she removes her bag from between you, or shifts her chair closer during a meeting, she's subconsciously clearing space for connection. Finally, as all these signals build up, the clearest clue of all might be her lingering touches. Let's finish with the most unmistakable sign yet. 10. Her touches linger just a little too long. Touch is one of the clearest ways to gauge sexual attraction. And when her thoughts about you start to stray into the intimate, her touches will reflect that. These touches won't be casual or fleeting. They'll linger almost as if she's reluctant to let go. Maybe it's a pat on your arm during a laugh, her fingers brushing against yours when she hands you something, or even a light tap on your shoulder that feels more like an invitation than an accident. For example, imagine she hands you a pen, and her fingers graze yours for a second longer than necessary. Or she places her hand on your back while walking past, and lets it linger just enough to be noticed. These moments are her way of testing boundaries and creating a physical connection that feels intimate, without crossing professional lines. If it happens repeatedly, it's a strong sign. Her thoughts about you are far from neutral. Let's be real. Have you noticed any of these signs from someone in your life? Or do you think I'm reading too much into it? Drop a comment and tell me if you agree or if you think I'm way off. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more insights like this.